So how about that fully cool news? The fuck's up with that?
I have absolutely no idea.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of speechless about it. Like, it's something that I never thought would actually happen.
Yeah.
I
I hoped it happened, but I don't want to be like, not like this. But it seems weird the way they're going about it.
Well, I will say this. If anyone was going to be responsible for it, it's probably Toonami. Because they're the entire reason that Fully Cooley is popular in the States in the first place. And not only that, it's like an institution.
Toonami, or was it originally Adult Swim?
It was, well, I mean, they're this, I guess Toonami kind of became Adult Swim's anime block after a while. But yeah, it was Adult Swim, like, in its, anime block. But they're
during the bubble.
basically synonymous nowadays. But, I don't know. It's an interesting development for sure. And it's kind of part of a very, seems like now to be a very concerted effort by Production IG to kind of begin the effective globalization of anime. Because it's already happened so much, but like first they had the announcement a couple months ago or I guess it would have been last month now, with Netflix to make an exclusive anime for them. And now they're making what appears to be exclusive anime for Toonami.
It's exclusive.
Well, it said that
they're co-producing. That was the words they used, right?
So we could probably assume that Toonami is going to be on the production committee.
Yeah, they definitely will.
Because they're probably footing most of the bill for that.
Yeah.
As they would have before, because after the original season of Fully Cooley aired on Toonami several times, they offered Gainax multiple times, and then Production IG, I would assume, a lot of money to make more Fully Cooley, and they turned it down. So obviously something has changed, or if Production IG thinks that combined with their pedigree combined with Toonami's money can probably make them some money in a market that so far Japanese production companies have kind of just not been concerned with.
Yeah, I mean it'll definitely make money.
Yeah.
They've already shown that Adult Swim can get ratings unless they're up against basketball anyway.
Well, and you were saying earlier that apparently someone has found out that the Psycho Pass director is doing it. I gotta look up what exactly his name is.
That's what I read on Twitter. Twitter's normally good about this stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing that worries me is more than a product of Gainax. I feel like Fully Cooley was a product of the creators, and of course none of them are at Production IG. In fact, all the creators are
mostly at either Kara or Trigger. They're pretty much evenly split between Kara and Trigger.
So of course, like every animator, every anime staff, they.
I don't. We know a lot of the big names on Fully Cooley, but honestly, so many animators worked on that in its time, both from Production IG and Gainax. So I don't know how many of those animators are still at Production IG. I don't know how I honestly, my biggest question is, and I know we don't like to talk about budget very much around here because that's kind of a bad word, but honestly, this is one of those rare instances where it really depends on just how much Toonami is going to give Production IG to play around with here.
All of it.
Because
they're giving them all the money, not all of their money, just all of the money.
Let me see what this gentleman. So the anime was the Psycho Pass is directed by Naoshi Shiotani, or was it Katsuyuki Motohiro? Because
considering one of them has a link and the other doesn't, it's probably that guy.
Yeah, it's already on his Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Katsuyuki Motohiro.
Oh, he did Makuga Agaru?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No.
That's the Momoklo movie.
Well, there you go.
That was actually like a really good movie. It won some serious Japanese Critics Awards.
I'm sorry. He directed Psycho Pass the movie.
All right.
That's even better than the TV series.
I wonder if that means there will be a lot of English.
Oh, I hope not. I mean, it won't be because it's probably going to be premiering in English long before it's ever going to be. Yeah. I wonder if it's even ever going to be in Japanese.
It will. It's not like Japan hates Fully Cooley.
Well, I know, but like, who's going to watch that now? Everyone in Japan has forgotten about it.
No.
I don't know. Like, but yeah, I would assume that in order, like, because first of all, the pillows are about 1,000 times bigger than they were when Fully Cooley
And they're also about 1,000 years old now.
Yeah, they can still. I mean, they still make good music. I mean, their
sure.
last album was very good, and all the albums that have come out in the 10 years hence have been very good too. But they have a very expensive backlog that if they're going to try to get the pillows as the soundtrack again, they're going to have to throw a significant amount of money in it just for that. Not to mention the fact that all of the animators, most of the famous animators that worked on Fully Cooley kind of became famous partially because they worked on that, especially in the States. So that's another financial concern that they're going to have to bring up, especially if they, I would assume, are going to have some sort of guest episode directors like they did with the original Fully Cooley.
Oh, they should do it like Space Dandy, if anything.
Yeah. Are they going to bring back Imaishi? Are they going to bring back Kazuya Tsurumaki? Like,
you can't.
How many?
You can't do Fully Cooley without Imaishi rearing his head at some point. It just wouldn't be Fully Cooley.
I guess it really just all depends on like what exactly they're trying to do. Like, what does a Fully Cooley sequel 10 years hence look like?
Trying to bring in ratings.
Yeah, but I mean, like, beyond that, I mean, Toonami.
Yeah, creatively, what are they trying to do?
Toonami has a very good sense of, especially nowadays, like, it has its ear to the ground pretty well, and is literally
like
the
said,
only
DeMarco the Lich King. That's what he goes by.
I mean, like, the fact that they're doing shit like Space Dandy and they're doing shit like freaking airing Dimension W like the day after it ends, simulcasting, and showing shows like Kill la Kill, which are like popular but very subversive and not at all your like traditional anime. So they kind of know what they're doing, and I think they also have a really good sense of, I mean, you kind of have to, of how important Fully Cooley is to most people, and I would assume that they would, being on the production committee, kind of bring that to the table, because I don't know how many people at Production IG really truly know how big of a deal Fully Cooley is in the rest of the world.
That's a good point. Production IG has historically done pretty well. Like, their shows in the States
Production IG shows in the States are very popular in the States, and they make a lot of good shows that are remembered for a very long time after they're done. So I'm not worried about, I'm not necessarily worried about, like, is it going to be well made? Probably.
Oh yeah, it's going to be well
Is
made.
it going to have probably a higher budget than your average?
Is it going to be Fully Cooley?
Yeah, that's my thing. And obviously, like, look, there is an evolution that has to happen. You can't just try to remake something from 2004 no, it's not. Even if you brought back literally everyone and put them in the same roles, you can't create it. You can't create the same thing. So you have to evolve somehow. But how they evolve is.
Take a look at chat. Scroll down a little.
I don't know.
See if anybody's talking to us. Eclipse, but you still haven't told me how to feel. All right, you want to know how to feel? Like you should feel with just about everything like this.
You should feel
cautiously optimistic.
You should feel absolutely nothing.
You should feel nothing.
No, yeah, I think most reasonable people would be pretty cautiously optimistic about this. I'm trying to remain cautiously optimistic and not like explode.
I want to freak out. I want to freak out because it's Fully Cooley. It's 12 more episodes of Fully Cooley.
Yeah, it's literally
200% of what we got the first time.
It would be almost exactly the same, maybe a little bit less, but it would be almost exactly the same as if Shinichiro Watanabe tomorrow came out and was like, we're making another Cowboy Bebop movie or some shit like that. And honestly, like,
I'd be down.
Anything can happen now. Yeah. Like, Shinichiro Watanabe and Yoko Kanno could come out in like cosplaying as Spike and Faye tomorrow and be like, do pull-ups while they announce a new Cowboy Bebop movie. Like,
nobody wants to see that. They want to hear that. They don't want to see that.
I don't know. Like, literally anything is possible now. In terms of anime in the West, anything can happen.
Yeah,
we're getting a sequel to the thing that
happened.
never.
Here's what happened, and I'm not sure if we ever talked about this on the podcast. Yeah. What happened to open the floodgates? Legend of Galactic Heroes got licensed.
Yeah,
that was untouchable. That was the impossible thing to do. I think I'm halfway joking here, but more than anything, that proves anything can happen now.
I'm gonna make a prediction right now. And this might be crazy, but yesterday, if you had told me or anyone, hey, Fully Cooley's getting a 12-episode sequel, I would have been like, yeah, you're crazy. I'm going to say that the next big thing like this that's sacred from like the early 2000s, late 90s, or earlier, that gets released in this, either Macross is going to come to the States.
Don't play with my heart.
Or some sort of new Cowboy Bebop thing is going to happen.
Yeah, I would see Cowboy Bebop way before Macross gets out here, just because Harmony Gold doesn't make sense.
I don't know if like Sunrise has the balls to do another Cowboy Bebop thing, but I don't.
There's a part of me that hopes they do, and a part of me that hopes they don't.
Part of me wonders if
so
they still even
until I
own the
saw it.
rights to it in Japan, and then part of me also
That's a good
remembers how
question.
Sunrise is, and they probably never let go of their shit because they're Bandai. So
Yeah,
Bandai also never lets go of their shit. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's such a crazy thing. Like, I feel bad because I feel like it's maybe overshadowing the end of the season now, because like this is just the most batshit insane news that could have possibly happened.
Well, I mean,
like, what's next?
When is it due for? What's their
I
date?
think
Or is it just
they said
2017?
2017 or 2018, depending.
So we'll have a lot of time to ride the hype roller coaster up and down and all around.
But knowing Toonami and knowing the way they do things, I would not be surprised if the first way to see it anywhere in the world is in English and on Toonami live.
I mean, they did that with Space Dandy for a few episodes. I think it aired here first.
It premiered about 12 hours ahead.
If they can do that with that, they can definitely do that.
Yeah, granted, this is going to be a very different production experience because they're going to have everything done, at least the first 6, because they said they're split into a season 2 and 3.
2 and 3, 6 each.
But
God, it's so weird.
Yeah, I just
finally get some answers.
Yeah,
I've spent the last 10 years of my life telling people to not look for answers in Fully Cooley because there are none.
No.
I think that's my big worry plot wise. Like, are they going to try to make sense of something that's nonsensical?
Here's the thing. I kind of don't think they. I don't think they will. Only because, like, the Japanese and their methods of like anime storytelling, more often than not, are confusing as fuck without even intending to be. So
thanks, Tomino.
I honestly, it just depends on who's writing it. Like. Yeah. Seriously, whoever writes that series, I don't envy them, because like that's going to be the most monumental task of probably anything. Like, I mean, you have the animating talent locked down. Just like, honestly, like, even if they didn't bring anyone original back, which they will, everyone that was on Fully Cooley before is going to have at least one like major cut in the show. Yeah. But even if they didn't, just put the fucking Haikyuu team on it.
It's going to look good.
It's not going to look bad. Like,
yeah, we know that.
It's probably going to have something
Fully
close
didn't just
to...
look good. It was stylish as all
well. Yeah.
You can... Haikyuu is a lot of things. Stylish isn't at the top of the list.
I would say 3 major things that they really need to focus on. They really need to focus on obviously having a good story and having it not be too overly explained and like casual. They need to focus on the evolution of that original style, because you can't get away with something that looks like Fully Cooley nowadays. You need to kind of...
What year was it? 2006?
2004 was when it originally came out. And then it came out in 2006 here. And so, yeah, they just need to evolve the visual style a little bit, and they just need to evolve the style of the show, because Fully Cooley, despite the fact that it came out in the early 2000s, is such a, like, 90s... It's such a, like, homage to 90s anime that, like, they can't...
You know what they should do?
Reproduce that magic again.
They should just get the team that did Cassette Girl, the animator exhibition. Come on, that was pretty Fully Cooley.
No, that would be cool. I was gonna say, like, I was thinking of like the rest of the staff. Like, I would really be interested in seeing someone like Sayo Yamamoto direct an episode of the new Fully Cooley. If they're gonna do like guest animators or the guest director spots, I would be absolutely ecstatic if someone like her, who has such a record of such beautifully stylistic shows and unique shows that are uniquely like this era of anime, she would be pretty cool. So I don't know. I just like
she just had a new something announced, didn't she?
Yeah,
Yuri on Ice.
Yuri on Ice, which seems like it's literally just going to be the lady version of that thing that she already did.
Hang on. What if it's not the lady version? What if it's a Russian skater named Yuri?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh man, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's where she's going with it, considering the short was pretty gay.
So was it a series announcement? Or was it, okay, so she's probably going to just make an ice skating series out of that.
We're getting a figure skating anime directed by Sayo
Yamamoto and animated by MAPPA.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's going to be something.
Maybe even more insane than the soccer anime.
Maybe that'll be the anime also. That I can finally get my mother to watch. I got my dad on. Yuri on Ice. There we go.
I cannot wait for the Christy Yamaguchi cameo. And
As long as there's no Tony Harding cameo.
oh God! Oh, it's like set during the 80s. Like,
God, these poor.
oh God, Yuri's Russian.
Yeah.
She's gonna be the one that does it. She's gonna be the one that. It's all gonna be about Tanya Harding.
This is a bad segue, but did you hear about 91 Days?
No, what's that?
Mafia anime.
Ooh,
Summer.
nice.
The trailer looks dark as
like
fuck.
Japanese mafia or Italian mafia? Nice.
I mean, obviously it's an anime. They look kind of Japanese,
strange.
but
Who's
Italian
animating?
Mafia. I don't remember. I saw the trailer at like 4 o'clock in the morning when I woke up, and then I went back to sleep.
Man, I'm just like
There's some shit to look forward to this year.
Yeah, like
well,
I'm just kind of like, I'm just like I feel really lost right now. Honestly, like the entire world has changed in one day, like with just one thing,
with one Facebook post.
Literally, yeah, literally, like I said, like anything can happen now.
Yeah, the Japanese anime world is getting ready to change a lot this weekend because Anime Japan is starting in a little over 24 hours here, I think.
Sure is.
That's it's going to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes out of that.
I think outside of Comic-Con, that's where most of the things get announced these days. That's it's a one-a-year thing. We'll see a lot of new trailers this weekend. I'm sure we'll talk about them next regular episode.
Right.
Whenever that may be.
Yeah, it should be an interesting weekend to kind of sit back and stay on Twitter and see what happens.
That'll be me all Friday night.
Yeah. Man, we're living in some crazy ass times.
Yeah.
We're living in some really insane days.
Big one. Of course, Natsume Yujin show leaked. That's a big one. That's a season 5.
Yeah.
That got a shitload of retweets on Otokomu. Otokomu is like a Japanese like news aggregator for stuff about anime, manga, and stuff like that. I've never seen anything get higher than like 6,000 retweets on that. The Natsume one like ended at like 12K. So Japan really likes that show with good reason. That's a good show.
Yeah.
You see that? There's talk maybe a Heaven's Feel trailer.
That would be a hell of a thing if we saw that. Yeah. I would not be surprised if we didn't, but
yeah.
Also, there's been
they're
been
pretty
some
busy.
whispers
I'm pretty
about
sure the Tales of Zestiria is coming out this summer.
Yeah.
So we'll see something about that.
That should be interesting. Have they announced any staff on that yet?
There was a big announcement with a key visual, which means
that was a while ago. We talked about it.
Yeah, there was a bigger one this week, and I'm sure we'll see stuff this weekend.
Yeah, I'd like to see a PV from that because I want to see what it's gonna look like because it could go a lot of different ways with UFO Table.
They used to be all hits, and then a few things happened.
Yeah. Well, looks like we got some people in the chat here. Looks like our good friend Kat is very excited about Natsume Yujin show.
I have a question from somebody that was texted to me instead of put in chat. Yes. Okay. Are we doing shirts for Anime Expo?
Are we doing shirts for Anime Expo?
Like, put ourselves on a shirt. To be fair, I was wearing a shirt yesterday while I was moving stuff. I just moved in here. This is my new apartment. Well, not apartment. This is my new room in a house. But I was in line at Anime Expo, and this guy from Anime Gen, I think it was AnimeGen.com, was I just started chatting to him. He's like, "Hey, I have a website. You want a shirt?" I'm just like, "Yeah, sure." So I don't know. Shameless.
Yeah, we'll investigate that. I think that's probably one of the next logical steps for us.
Here's my reply. I'm not going to reply to your text. I'm going to ask you on air. If we had shirts, there we go. Somebody else who didn't send the text said he'd buy one.
Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah, I think probably if we
have our artists in the chat, so maybe we can use her for Maka.
Yeah. Yeah, Kat, please. Can you just like whip something up real quick in like
put
5 minutes? Just like put on Red Bull. Yeah.
We jest, but sort of not really.
I'd say probably the first round would probably be interest based, and then just see how many we could get made to order and make some nice ones. And I would self-aggrandize myself.
I'd wear it for sure.
Sure. Kat, I was no, don't. You don't have to. It's fine. Don't do that.
We can take the logo you made and throw it on a shirt, unless you want to. Yeah, I know you will.
Yeah,
that's because you're awesome, Claude.
Well,
we already have matching Mock Speed shirts from last day.
Yeah, like 3.
Can we just like get an iron-on and just iron it onto the back of our Mock Speed shirts
with numbers and like nicknames?
Oh my god! Oh, that would be kind of fun.
I'm Skid Mark, and you're
Baldy.
Cue Ball. There we go. Cue Ball and Skid Mark. There we go.
Those are our new host names.
Fantastic. All right. Well,
we're getting close.
yeah. I would say expect some shirts in the future. I'd have to figure out. We would have to figure out what those would look like and how much they would cost and how many people would be
It'd be
getting
cool
them.
if we get one for before Metro to wear during our thing.
It would be,
I do want to wear a USS Iowa shirt.
It would be pretty awesome to make a bunch of shirts and throw them out, or like just like give them away. Throw them out in the trash can.
I mean, I got a backyard now. We can do a bonfire.
We can.
Finishing.
Yes. I guess I'll respond.
Yeah. So we're about 2 minutes away. You guys have probably caught on already, but you can see at the bottom. I'm going to point to it. Yeah, right there. There's a depth. There we go.
There it is. Look at that.
There we go. Anyway, so at the bottom there, we've got the Crunchyroll bar. Obviously, we can't just stream the thing. That'd be illegal and bad, and a good way to get all of our strikes at once. Mark, take your thing off the table. It's got to be terribly
this is
loud.
fine, right?
But anyway, so load it up on Crunchyroll. Hope you have Crunchyroll.
Yeah, please.
And watch along with us. We'll be starting in just a minute.
Yeah. What else is going on?
There's been so much news the last week.
I do like that T-shirt idea. I will say.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I would have to.
I'll send you your T-shirt and I'll wrap it up in the stuff I bought you from Comic Cat in like last summer. Was that August? I bought those books and I never sent them to you. They're right behind me.
There they are. Don't. Oh yeah.
No,
Kat says the Kurobus movie. So we're both. We're both immensely interested in that. So let's talk about that.
Definitely catch up and.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see some really well animated laser basketball played by giant tree men. That's going to be fantastic.
While we're talking about the Kurobus movie, Kat, a while ago I mentioned that King of Prism, the pre-Para people made that movie that was going on. Apparently that did really, really well in Japan. It had like a 3-month long run, and everybody's hating on me for not watching that while I'm there. So when that comes out here, we'll have to do a watch. All right, It's 8. We ready?
All right. Yes. Thanks, Dylan, for the reminder. Let's get into it. So we'll do a countdown, and then I'm gonna refresh this page real quick, so make sure that this is not timed out.
Oh yeah, I should probably do the same.
Yeah, do that.
So let me give her a good old refresh. I want you guys to know that my Wi-Fi here is named Kimoy in honor of Mark's shirt.
This is Kimo, but it's the same.
Kimoy.
It's the same word.
Alrighty, we ready here?
Crunchyroll, what's going on here? Okay, yeah. Hold on. All right, so. We're gonna count down 3, 2, 1, go, and yeah. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I'm like. 5. Oh yes, synced up perfectly.
There we go.
All right,
perfect.
I still kind of don't know how I feel about.
So many people online were so mad.
How Hinazuki ended up. Yeah,
I don't really care. I mean, it would be nice if they ended up together.
It would be probably better for storytelling if they didn't. But the person she ended up with, Oh,
this is where he's starting to get his memories back.
Yeah.
I want to listen for when his narration goes back to himself.
Yeah. Sensei still looking like Dio. I love that he calls him Yashiro.
Talk about chemo. Oh shit! Somebody else is there.
Oh yes.
I didn't think we were gonna. I bet that was Irish.
I didn't think that we were gonna get the opening for this season, or this episode. Oh, so yeah, this is like.
You check the chat real quick.
This is like opening of the season.
Whose CR account are you using? I don't know. Mine.
Both of ours. Yeah. So this song is fucking amazing. Still no word about because it's definitely a re-recorded version.
I told you guys the other day I actually managed to get my dad to watch this, which I've never done with anything, and he asked about the song too.
I'm gonna show it to a couple people tomorrow night that like don't really watch anime, and I'm very interested to see their reaction because this is this is definitely a show for people that don't normally watch anime as well. But I really hope Asian Kung Fu Generation releases this song, like the re-recorded version of this song.
I'd be very surprised if they didn't.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Did you lose yourself?
Yeah. I'm gonna do this. This is bad. Oh, this might... Oh.
Mark lost himself on his laptop.
Yeah, I got fucked
We're
up.
watching on both because we don't have a headphone split.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Damn. I do like that Kenya ended up being like a sexy lawyer.
That's perfect.
He's been stealing your girl too, bruh. Oh shit. I didn't even think about what happened with her.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, she's still a kid at this point because 2003, not 2006.
Yeah. But like he's never met her at this point either.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So it was a trap. God, it's so creepy.
He's so intense. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fucked up. Of course she knew. She always knows. I was wondering about that.
Yeah. They never really addressed his dad. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Bold move, Con. See how it plays out.
It's whipping that time dick out.
I like that shot
Oh
with the spider web.
shit. You see his like string.
Yeah. The previous shot had the spider web in the corner.
Yeah. Shit. It's like
shit.
Oh fuck. Wheelchair battle.
This
Here
is
we
a little
go.
silly. That's a very bold move.
Oh my god, what are you doing, Satoru? Fuck.
There's just a Tanabata wish saying, I hope you wake up soon.
Hmm.
I don't know why they didn't translate that.
This is somehow even more fucked up than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was a little weird. They're a lot less subtle with the imagery this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, the red disappeared from
Whoa.
his eyes.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
fucked.
Oh.
I like this music box version of the ending.
Yeah. Wow, he looks completely different.
What a shitty name. One of the other posters was for an older anime, Sekimatsu Kokaku. That was a fun show.
I smell some sort of post-credits thing happening here.
Yeah. Either that or the full version of the song. Can't have both.
Oh, I'm glad Yuki made it out all right.
They gotta show Misato. Or Irie, excuse me.
Yeah.
That must be Misato. Look at her.
Whoa.
Like a good old office lady.
Damn.
Don't make that the pair.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I think that's what they're doing. Damn.
That's how you
still
make a full
dominating.
circle.
Still dominating on the ice hockey club national championships. See, this is proof that we can have a hockey anime. Just gotta set it in Hokkaido.
Going for a walk to go buy pizza.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's what's happening. Just pans out and he's at Trigger.
Ha. Ha.
There we go. Is he? He's wearing the same jacket that he had as a kid.
Yeah.
Ha! Holy shit.
That graffiti. Can't not show Irie at this point.
Yeah.
I wonder if the gloves are there.
Ooh.
Don't cry.
Don't do it. Now that's a smile worth protecting.
That was great. That was really
Shit.
good.
Wow.
The best pairing won in the end. He grew up to be a Rocky. Fuck you.
Man. Good old Wonder Guy, huh?
Yeah.
Always coming to the rescue.
Everybody loves her. Sentai heroes.
Yeah.
So what did you think? Revival setting a dude up, yeah.
That was, about everything that they needed to do. Pretty much. Just ticked all the boxes.
Yeah.
I really hope that they release just like a book of all the background art from the show because it's probably the best part.
Especially during that last episode with all the effects and everything that looked really good.
Yeah. Doesn't the blue butterfly usually only show up when he's about to experience revival?
I think he did there to not miss Irie.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because remember, revival happens when something bad happens, so you gotta fix it, make it better.
Yeah.
Maybe he got up a second too early or something.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit different than usually when something bad happens.
Yeah.
It's usually like, I thought she was just gonna get like plowed over by a
truck.
truck or something.
Oh, that would have been so terrible. The worst. I would have been so mad.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm glad that she was still there. She's cool.
Yeah,
she's cool.
Irie.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad things turned out the way they did. Only thing I wish they would have done more is I kind of wanted to like get more of an insight into
Yashiro.
I wanted to see who Kaio was like as a grown woman.
Yeah, that would be good.
I know it's Satoru's story, and Kaio is just a device for him to defeat Yashiro. But like, I think like my biggest reveal of the show is when I always knew that they were going to show Kaio like in the future, like, being saved.
She got saved. So,
but I just, I don't know. It's they went about it in a very interesting way, and it was. I think
they had to make up with the red herring because what happened is everybody expected one thing and it didn't happen, and then everybody you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they couldn't give us everything.
They couldn't be that
because they kind of gave us
wasn't gonna work.
They kind of gave us everything else, and I can't say that I don't like that, but because usually with anime like this, you see a lot of bad endings. But it was good.
So it was the teacher. Everyone knew it was the teacher, but the great thing about the direction here was that they put us in a similar spot as Satoru because we thought it's too obvious it's a red herring, whereas he just thought it's too safe. There's no way it's him. And by putting us in the same mindset of it's obviously this guy, but there's no way it's this guy. That was some brilliant writing.
Double and triple red herringed us, especially that scene where he was riding with him in the car and he opened the glove compartment and stuff. So this show is pretty unique in the sense that the manga's last chapter actually came out today, coinciding with the show.
Before.
Well, I mean, it's unique. Not most shows that are adapted from a manga don't
really
do that.
Good shows do that because the last one I can recall was Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
But if I recall correctly, the manga is getting a spin-off series.
Is it? Is that gonna follow?
Yeah, I don't know. I have to look it up.
I think the Kenyan teacher scene. I don't think that was miswriting or a plot hole. I think they needed a cliffhanger for that, and because every single episode ended with a cliffhanger.
So it's starting in Young Ace on June 4th. It is tentatively titled Bokudake Gai Naimachi Gaiden.
Gaiden, alright.
And story follows Satoru. Oh wait, no, hold on. That's them recapping the original manga. Yeah, they don't.
They don't say what it's
They
about.
don't say what it's about.
No.
All right, so
I mean,
who knows?
I'm interested.
I think.
Is it the same author or different?
Yeah,
author?
same author.
Yeah.
I would say
Got my attention.
more likely than not, it's probably about his friends in the intervening years between when he went in the coma and when he
It'd have
woke
to
up.
be like a slice of life thing. I don't think Yashiro kept on trying to murder them.
No, he didn't. He was too busy like creepily fawning over.
The only thing I felt was missing was more of Yashiro's backstory. I did like how they had him open up the previous episode, the penultimate episode, with his little story about the spider's thread, the Komogawa.
Yeah.
But even then, I felt like a little bit was lacking. I wonder if the manga did that better. But
Yeah.
even then, with the amount of time that they had, I thought they worked it really well. Using the hamster wheel as the visual metaphor was
It was very well
brilliant.
directed and very well paced. I never felt that it was slow or rushed. Every single episode revealed exactly the perfect amount of information that you would want it to.
Yeah.
My only real lingering question is, obviously Satoru has this almost supernatural ability.
Yeah.
Does the manifestation of the strings thing mean that Yashiro has some sort of other ability?
I'd like to think he was just insane.
I think he was probably just insane, but the fact that we're on Satoru's page the entire time and they're showing us these very like placed visual things in the universe, it makes me wonder like what actually was going on there. So yeah, but like honestly, I think the thing that I'm just most happy with about this show and the fact that it's been so successful is setting. Like you really don't see very many anime that take place outside of, the three major cities in Japan. Not to mention like a steel town in Hokkaido in 1989. Like that's a pretty awesome setting, and also like 2006 Tokyo. That's fantastic, and like the entire production of the show being so focused on that, those time periods, and like the fact that the opening was a re-recording of a song from that was released in like right around that time when it was really popular around that time is really great, and I can only imagine what it must feel like.
Attention to just getting the details right with the time areas too.
I can also only imagine someone like that has been watching anime for longer than that and likes Asian Kung Fu Generation, like realizing that they like not only is that the opening to the show, but they also like re-recorded it, and it's like this like weird meta commentary on revival, which is pretty awesome.
Kat, answer me this: how much Yashiro Satoru thirst is there? Because I'm sure somebody's done it.
I don't understand, because like they're both like stuffy teacher types. Like
people will find something.
People have a thing for sweater vests. I mean, they should be all over this show because they're everywhere.
There you go.
Sweater vests and like puffy 80s jackets, like Marty McFly jackets.
I did like, back to the visual metaphors, the how the red faded in Yashiro's eyes right as he let go, because the red the red, I thought at first it was a child abuse throughout the beginning, but it was obviously just violence in general. And right then it was funny because we've been taught throughout the entire series that red means danger, and you see him let go, but you see the red fade at the same time, so it's just like, wait, what? And then the cushion.
Well, and they even factored that into the like kind of times that they were like teasing us along about like who could be doing this, because if you remember earlier on in the series, Kenya's eyes were red. And that was really when Satoru like just didn't know anything and couldn't trust anyone and was still trying to figure stuff out. But like over time, it was like much more subtle than with Yashiro's. But like like his eyes were red. Kaio's mom's eyes were red at one point, and then his eyes were pretty much red from when he had his Dio reveal all the way up until the end. But it's visually this show has just been so rich, and I wouldn't even say that it's like necessarily like, because usually when I think of visuals on a show, the first thing I think of is animation, but there's not really anything in this show that like,
it was well animated.
It was well animated for a show that's mostly people talking at each other and like walking around. But like just the landscapes and the backgrounds and all of the like wide establishing shots were all just so.
I wonder who the director of photography was on this. That's not a staff credit we hear spoken about often, but whoever it was, they did a good job.
Yeah, I know the director, the like actual series director for this was the guy that directed Death Note, So.
Oh, your internet went out right when I asked you a question. How much Yashiro Satoru art is there?
Art is not the original word you used.
How much
More like
thirst?
Thirst, yeah. How thirsty are people?
He was in there. He had the Kabed on. He had the hand on the wall.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He reached like into his pocket at one point.
No,
pretty much.
I'm good.
I'm telling you, dude.
I don't.
It's there. None. No. Don't make me look this up on stream.
Yeah, there's.
I have the technology.
I don't believe it. I'm gonna do it right now. Keep
talking.
Right yeah, I'm going to Tumblr.
There's
We're gonna investigate this right now.
Thirst.
Let's check this out. I'm just going to search Yashiro.
Yashiro, yeah. Hopefully nobody else's name. Alright, yeah.
See.
Cat's in denial. That's what this is. Any of you guys in chat have any words that we can talk about? You got some time to kill.
Oh boy.
Oh,
there's some there's some shit going on.
I think there's a different
None of this is from Erased though. Hold on. Oh wait, no. No. We should probably talk about I wish we should have put it up somewhere on the stream, but we should probably talk about the critically acclaimed Aaron Eckhart movie, Erased.
No.
I need to find out what that movie is about because I don't even remember that.
No, you don't. Yep. This Erased is better.
Oh, it's because it was known as the expatriate everywhere but the U.S. Cool.
Aaron Eckhart. Who didn't like it anyway?
He was Harvey Dent.
Oh shit.
Two-Face.
Okay.
He's also the president in both Olympus Has Fallen and London Has Fallen. The critically acclaimed, recently released London Has Fallen.
Jesus.
Anime of the year.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So you guys have any technical feedback for us? This stream format worked alright. Video looked good.
Yeah. Be as critical as you want. Patent has been apparently misfiled. Logan brings it to the attention of his boss.
Is my new room beautiful enough?
Shortly afterward, oh, this is like some fucking white collar espionage bullshit.
Of course it is. He's in it.
Shell Company is literally the only link in this entire article, so this is just like Metal Gear now.
That's not even a real thing.
This is not a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. I'm thinking give it a couple days on the Yashiro Thirst.
I actually only mentioned it because I definitely saw some of it on Twitter earlier.
Ugh. That's like people who are the ones that like comment on Instagram of like the police departments that like upload their mugshots. It's like, yeah, this dude is charged with murder. Why don't you? Here's his mugshot, and people were like, "Oh my god, he's so attractive!" Like,
oh yeah, Shifky, that's because the way I did that was just sharing part of my screen. I can kill that now, but
yeah,
you're literally just looking at the YouTube screen, the little section of it. Here, let me kill that.
Yeah. Dylan, as far as our volume and the show's volume, would you say that we're quiet or loud in comparison to like what volume you would normally watch Crunchyroll? Just for future reference. No, I mean like, you know, our audio can be changed to general criticism, but yeah, there's only so much we can do because this video is gonna like become like an actual video on our YouTube page. And we're going to get in copyright trouble if we, you know, like include audio. So, yeah, we'll make sure that we're louder next time. We'll probably have better audio equipment next time too.
Yeah, we kind of, I just moved in here, so definitely making excuses, but we'll have our real audio equipment next time.
We're doing shit on the fly, but yeah, no, we'll make sure everything is levels now are just, you know.
And Brandon, since you're here, thanks for the email. I didn't reply to it because I figured Mark wanted to.
Yeah, Brandon, we're gonna we got your email and we appreciate it. We're gonna talk about it on the next like regular episode of the show.
We have the award show, I think.
Yeah, the next thing that we're doing is probably recording it this weekend and releasing it sometime. Then we're doing.
I have a lot of catching up to do before.
Yeah, me too. The awards episode for this past season, winter 2016, and then we're going to get back to regular episodes. We're going to play some more video games once we have everything here set up, and we'll probably record some stuff at my place too, so you guys will get to see that for some reason. And what else?
Maybe we should just do video games at your place because I don't want to haul all my shit to
fine with me.
The other room.
And the other thing is, I just know, Brandon, in your email, you mentioned us doing another. Yeah, we'll get to that, Steven.
Shifty.
We
were
talked about it earlier, but we
literally
can
half an
reiterate.
hour earlier. Yeah.
But I want to do more audio encyclopedias. I think more audio encyclopedias are in order. It is a lot of work. I don't mind doing it.
Yeah, no, neither do I.
That can kind of just be my thing for now until we get more comfortable in where we are.
I work on stuff too.
But I know, Brandon, you suggested us doing an Evangelion audio encyclopedia, which has been at the top of my list for a long time. I think, though, that's probably going to be farther off, only because that's going to take an absolutely immense amount of work, because it's such a deep, in terms of just
deep,
not deep meaning like there's a lot of it, and there's a lot to parse through.
Deep imagery.
Yeah. I honestly think, since it's been 10 years since Fully Cooley, and it's kind of it's in the zeitgeist again, I would say. I would say that probably the most chance of us doing a new audio encyclopedia would probably be that.
Yeah.
And that could be pretty brief, because it is only one thing, and it is only 6 episodes, and we know a lot about it off the top of our heads. So I would say expect that probably first, if anything, and then we'll get cracking on some other stuff. I do want to do I would love to do, and I know you would probably do it really well, but I would like to do a Precure audio encyclopedia.
We've spoken about this before. I would very much like to do that. Just the monumental amount of research I'd have to do for myself to be happy with it. Because I don't think I know I sent them to some people. I don't think I don't know how many people I sent them to, but the notes I took for the preview episode, I go fucking ham on these things. So if I'm doing Precure, my major anime love, it's writing a thesis paper for me.
Yeah, I would say probably order of how we're gonna tackle this stuff is, obviously we got to do the rewards episode this weekend. Probably sometime next week we'll start working on getting another regular episode going, and then which will be pretty easy. And then
with the new season
video
starting.
Games is easy. We literally just have to hook up our shit and play, and then we can do that anytime. And then I'll start putting stuff together for a audio encyclopedia.
I've got a question for you guys. As we move forward, we want to do our regular episodes on YouTube as well. Probably not streaming, because it's a pain in the ass to make sure we have good internet and everything. But we want to keep the YouTube format. What do you guys think of something like where we have now, and we just slide an image in a corner or something?
Yeah.
Versus the slideshow PowerPoint layout we had before.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that? I think this way, personally, would be better, and we just throw an image up in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, I like
that way I can do it on the fly, as opposed to a full PowerPoint where we would be more structured, because I think it's better to just kind of flow.
Oh, and it's more work.
And it's more work.
Not that we don't like doing work for you guys, but yeah. But
like this one
what else? Oh yeah, so Steven wanted to know Fully Cooley 2/3 thoughts. We were talking about this a lot.
This is on DVR. Rewind it now.
Yeah, I mean, we could just. I can always talk more about this, but yeah, no, we were talking about it earlier during the show, and I guess the only staff that we know so far is that I would assume series director is going to be the
it's gonna be series
director of it's the director of the Psycho Pass movie. Which was quite good. He doesn't have a whole lot of.
Like I said, I'm biased because he did a Momoclo movie, which was really good. They were just regular actors. It wasn't about Momoclo. They were just actresses in the film.
Yeah,
and it was really good.
His name is Katsuyuki Motohiro, and he's been doing stuff since the late '90s. But I mean,
not a lot of anime.
Not a lot of anime, but the Psycho Pass movie was really, really good and really well directed. So I would say that's probably good news overall.
Another thing we spoke about is we don't really need to worry about production issues, because one, it's production IG. 2, there's no way it's going to have a problem. And 3, I just thought of this. It's 2 6-episode seasons split, which means the normal anime quality goes down because you're on a time budget more than anything.
This is
split into 2 cores like that. It's
a television name television anime in name only. This is going to be another OVA series. Yeah, that's what Fully Cooley originally was. I don't even know if it has a broadcast history in Japan, because it definitely was not broadcast before it was released on DVD.
That's something we'd have to look into. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I would say that, like, you know, my just general opinion of this is that I'm you know, cautiously optimistic. Obviously, like I think most reasonable people are.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see, you know, what further staff announcements they have. I'm excited to see a PV whenever that, you know, they decide to make that happen. I'm excited to see like just what exactly this means, because this is like, you know, up until like today, the biggest game changer that's happened in the past couple of years is Netflix's thing that they're also doing with Production IG. But now that like Toonami is going to be sitting on the production board for a show, and it's a thing that is not particularly popular in Japan, and it's like a weird half OVA series that's being produced in chunks and probably will be exclusively aired on Toonami to start with, like it's kind of it's an insane proposition. Like it's, and you know, I said this earlier, and I'll just, you know, kind of repeat it again. Honestly, like anything is possible now. Like this is like, in terms of anime, in terms of anime in the West, this is like one of the most earth-shattering announcements that has happened since Fully Cooley came out. Basically, like this is just,
it's a big deal.
It's pretty much unheard of. Like especially Fully Cooley. Like this is like, other than Cowboy Bebop, this is like the one series that I don't think anyone in their right mind ever expected to get any sort of further examination. I just hope it's good, and like we were saying before, I hope Toonami gives them enough money to acquire more Pillows music, and I hope they give them enough money to rehire freelance a bunch of the old animators that are now super famous because they worked on Fully Cooley.
Imaishi's gonna show up.
I hope so.
If I could put money on one certain thing, it's Imaishi showing up.
Yeah, I would hope Imaishi shows up. I hope
the opening or something.
I hope you know, we were saying this earlier again, but I hope what you kind of, you know, brought up is the case, and that this gentleman is going to be series director and maybe direct a couple episodes, and then they'll have a bunch of guest directors, because I would love to see Imaishi
I think we're gonna see a Space Dandy style.
I would love to see Imaishi direct another episode. I'd love to see
this is a perfect way to do it too, because a lot of people don't know this, but Fully Cooley was made as a tech demo. That was the first thing that Gainax did, where they did mostly computers more than pen and paper. So if they do this as another tech demo, maybe we'll see a bunch of CG, which kind of makes me but having seen Cassette Girl, I'm pretty confident that Production IG will probably be characteristically pushing the envelope on this, because they I would say even more than Gainax has always been pushing the boundaries of what is possible with anime. Like I remember the first time I watched the Ghost in the Shell 2 and was just absolutely blown away by like just how many different media they managed to squeeze into one movie. So and Production IG is a goddamn force to be reckoned with when they have a lot of money on their hands. And like I said before, like I know budget is a bad word around here and shouldn't necessarily always be associated with quality. But this is one thing I think we could probably safely assume is going to need a lot of money to kind of like create some new magic. Yeah. Because they've got a lot of well-known people that they're going to need to pay, and they also have like a soundtrack that needs to happen, and it pretty much needs to be the Pillows, and the Pillows are really big. They're kind of popular now.
Like they played at Budokan like 5 years ago, and that's like your measure.
Here's something cool. Moving on from.
I literally just saw that before we came.
But so Mob Psycho 100 is getting an anime. What is that noise? Anyway, Mob Psycho 100 is getting an anime that we've known about this for a while. For people who don't know, Mob Psycho 100 is a thing that One drew. One being the original shitty webcomic artist of One Punch Man. Drew. And the only thing I really want to point out about this, other than it's a really cool PV, is Warner Entertainment Japan actually uploaded the original PV with English subtitles.
I noticed that.
So
another first.
They know how big One Punch Man is here, so that's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, and the fact that literally everyone in this show just looks like Saitama is like, just like different.
They're keeping it much closer to One's art. So.
Yeah,
because this hasn't had like a fancy redrawing by.
Yeah,
Really?
And this is also a Bones anime. And God, like
Bones is getting all the cool shit.
I'm kind of scared for Bones because they are taking on a lot of stuff. I don't know how big of a studio they are.
They're pretty large. I think they have 4 actual studios.
Yeah.
It's not like they're Sunrise with 14. But...
Yeah. But yeah, they're. I mean, they have like 5 shows running it like concurrently this season, and then I don't know how many next season. But this is.
What I want to say about that is Boku no Hero Academia. Get hype.
Yeah. I would say just get hype about like everything.
Get hype about Bones
this season. Yeah.
God, this looks so cool.
Anyone in the chat, if you want to just like throw up any shows that you're beside yourself excited for, we can talk about them. Because there's a lot of shows that we covered on our preview that I'm really, really excited to watch.
Yeah.
And
there were a lot of things that we like didn't talk as much about as I would like to. But even then, we were at like 2 fucking hours.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that we talked about it briefly a couple days ago, but it's another thing I want to start doing is obviously I love these very long detailed previews and we're going to keep doing those, but I also think that we are going to try to do some 15-minute or under
like a top 5 type
top
thing.
5 like very well edited recommended like anime videos so that people that don't feel like sitting through a 2-hour video, which I would assume is most people.
So if anybody wants to donate an Adobe Premiere key to us,
yeah,
so
they're actually on a
it's
like a subscription model now, which is fucking
how
weird.
much it is. We should steal one of the Macs at work.
Yeah, that's true. We could commit theft. We could do that
from where I work.
Grand larceny. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for next season. I don't know if it's going to be this season because this season was pretty insanely good, but I hope it does.
This season was weird for me because I dropped so much more than normal, but that's not because things were bad. It's because I kind of went to Japan and came back, and then I had to move, and then work was working me 50 plus hours.
Yeah.
So I feel weird. There's a lot of stuff that I would have finished, like Haruchika, that I just didn't have time for. I wanted to go back on Active Raid catch up, didn't happen. I'm like 6 episodes behind on Gundam.
Yeah. I still need to catch up on Concrete Revolution because the 2nd season is starting, and I want to watch it pretty bad because Genrobuchi, but I also really kind of don't want to catch up on Concrete Revolution because it kind of
Concrete Revolution.
Yeah, it kind of wasn't very good there for a while. But I'm a little irrationally excited to watch Terraformers Revenge with absolutely no context whatsoever.
You don't need story for that.
I don't know. And of course there's JoJo.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to say any more about that than that's already been said. Because
I think we should probably start to
wrap
up because I haven't had dinner.
Yeah, that's probably something that you should concern yourself with.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys.
Thanks for watching with us.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think we'll probably try to do this more often because this is pretty fun and it's not very different than our regular setup. It's not incredibly difficult to do. I think more likely we'll do it with our video game reviews more than anything. Yeah,
probably. So
lucky you, Dylan.
So yeah, I guess for now we'll say sayonara and what else? Yeah, I guess look out for the awards episode. Will be the next thing. Probably. Yeah. I
need to finish some anime first.
Send us some emails so we have some stuff to talk about on the show.
Another thing, interact with us on our Facebook page. You can post there and we'll reply.
Yeah, totally.
It looks cool when people post on our page.
Yeah, and that's facebook.com/onoanime. That'll be in the description.
We'll get those shirts and then make a cool collage of your guys' selfies in those shirts.
Great idea.
I'm all about that.
Definitely not a really bad idea. Don't. I regret ever saying that.
Good, you should.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us, guys, and we will see you probably next time. See ya.